today I have thought that let's make a system which will detect our drowsiness when we are coding, and then it will switch off our computer or sleep or hibernate our computer automatically with detection of our sleeping. So let's get started and we'll see that how can we make this system. So for this, I hope you have basic knowledge of OpenCV and face detection system. So let's get started with importing our dependencies. First we are going to import is face recognition. Okay, we are going to use this face recognition module for detecting our eye landmarks. There are various landmarks like eyes, nose, mouth, jaws, etc. in our face, and we will detect the eyes from this module. You can use any type of recognizer. I am going to use here face recognition because it is so easy. So I am going to use this. You can use pip install for installing face recognition, and also you can use OpenCV Python to install CV2. Okay, and we'll also have to use the SciPy module. So I'm going to use the SciPy, and from SciPy dot spatial. Okay, I'm going to use from spatial. I'm going to import distance. Okay, and I will name this distance as dist. Okay, now let me import one more module, and this module will just sound an alarm which I will provide here. As you can see in my directory that I have here alarm.web file, and I will just play this sound when user will be feeling asleep. Okay, and now I will use here threading module because we want to play a sound here, and sound will be played in another thread so that it will not occupy our memory. So we'll use from threading. I will just import only thread because we are just going to use a thread here. Okay, now I will also use the numpy. So I will use here numpy and I will name it as np. Okay, so all the dependencies are now imported here, and I gonna use some constant variables here. And the first is I'm using mean AER, and I'm initializing it at 0.30, and it will be the minimum aspect ratio. Next I'm using is consecutive frames which will be passed, and I'm naming it as aspect ratio consecutive frames. Okay, and I'm doing it as 10. That means when the consecutive frames of 10 will be passed, then we will show that you are feeling asleep. And now let me use another variable called counter and initialize it to 0, and it will count the number of frames being passed. And now let me create another variable called alarm on, and I will initialize at false and define a method called main. Okay, and under this method I just gonna start our video capturing from CV2, and before this I will use two constant variables here, counter and alarm on. So I will just call our counter and also alarm on. Okay, and now let me start our video capturing. So I will name it as video underscore capture, and now let me call cv2 dot video capture, and I will pass here 0, that is the default camera. And now I gonna set the video capture resolution. Okay, and I'm gonna set the width to 320, and also I will use to initialize the video capture width. So I'll pass here 240 for the width. We're using these two things for width and height because we want the execution of the software is to be fast. So I'll just use these things. Okay, now let me start the loop here, and under the loop I will get the frame from this video capture. So we'll call our video capture okay, and I will call here read method of that. So it will read the video capture, and now let me get the facial landmarks from this frame. So I will use here a variable and I will name it as face landmarks list. Okay, and now I will call here face recognition dot face landmarks, and under this I will pass frame. Now let's get down below, and I will just extract the eyes from these facial landmarks because there are nose, jaws, lips and eyes also, but I'm going to use only eyes here because we are going to make the drowsiness which will be the helpful for our system. So now I will extract like this for face underscore landmark in face underscore landmarks list. Okay, under this I will get the left eye and right eye. So I'll name it as left eye and right eye. So I will call here face landmark, and under this I will use our left underscore eye value. Okay, and also the same will be for right eye. So I will use here right eye and we'll call our face landmark, and I will use here right underscore eye. Okay, so we have now left eye and right eye coordinates. And now let me convert this left eye and right eye coordinates to NumPy array to work with our OpenCV module. So I will name the left eye points as LPTS, and I will create the NumPy array with calling np.array, and I will pass here our left eye. Okay, that's it. And now let me create another variable called rpts, and I'll call again np.array, and under this I'll pass our right eye. And now let me use this NumPy array to create the shape outside of our left eye and right eye, so that we'll be ensure that it is detecting our eyes. So I will create these things with calling cp2.polylines. Okay, and under this polylines we'll have to pass our first thing, that is frame on which we have to create, and next I will have to pass the points, and I will pass here LPTS, that means left points, and it will create the shape outside of our left eye. And now I will pass here true, that means it will be the closed shape. And now let me pass the color, and I am passing the random color 255250, and now let me pass the width as 1. Okay, and now let me copy this whole thing for our right eye. And now here I'll just pass rpts. Okay, all the things will be the same here. Now let me go down below, and I gonna get the aspect ratio of this left eye and right eye for detecting the blink of the eyes. And so for detecting our blinks, we'll create another method here, and I'll name it as aspect underscore ratio, and I will pass here a parameter, and it will be the eye here. Okay, so as you can see in this image that there are 6 eye points in one eye in CV2. Okay, so here you can see that there are 2 vertical lines and 1 horizontal lines. So we'll have to create the Euclidean distance between 2 vertical lines points and also between 2 horizontal line points. So we'll create with like this. I'm naming V1 as the vertical line points 1, and I will call here dist. Okay, and we'll use the Euclidean distance, so we'll call Euclidean, and I will pass here ith one value. Okay, that means the first point of this eye. As you can see in this image that this is the eye first point, and I will use also here the eye fifth point. Okay, and it will be the same for vertical line second number. So I'll just copy it and paste it down here, and I will pass here same thing, but we'll change the index with 2 and 4. As you can see in this image that these are the indexes of this vertical line, and now it will be the same for our horizontal line, and I'll just change it to 0, and here let me change it to 3, and I will name it as H. Okay, and now let me calculate the aspect ratio with the formula I'm going to use here, that I will add our V1, okay, to V2. Okay, and now I will just divide it with 2.0 of H. Okay, that means I will just multiply 2 to H and divide V1 plus V2 by this result, and it will be the aspect ratio. Okay, and I will just return our aspect ratio here. Okay, so I'm just returning our aspect ratio, and now let me go down below, and here I will use this method. So for this I will create here the aspect ratio for our left eye, so I'll name it as left aspect ratio. Okay, and it will be the aspect ratio, and I will pass here our left eye, so that it will be the aspect ratio for left eye, and let me call it again with creating another variable left aspect ratio. Okay, and call this again and pass here the right eye. Okay, so now we have here aspect ratio for left eye and right eye too. Now let me get the mean of that, so I'll just make another variable called EAR, and it will the mean of left aspect ratio and right aspect ratio. So I will just add these two things. Okay, and I will divide these two things by 2. So I'll use these things in parenthesis. Okay, now it will be the exact aspect ratio, and it will be the mean of this. Now let me compare that if this aspect ratio will be the less than mean aspect ratio, that means when user will close his eyes, then will sound an alarm, and if he will not be woke up, then we will switch off our computer or hibernate our computer or log out anything. Okay, so now let me compare. So I'll use here EAR if it will be less than minimum aspect ratio. Okay, then we'll just increase our counter by 1. Okay, so it will be increased by 1. And now if counter will be greater than our aspect ratio consecutive frames, then what will be happen? If alarm is not on, then it will switch on the alarm. So we'll call our alarm on here and it will make it as true. And now let me create a thread here so that it will be played in another thread. So I'm name it as T, and under the T I will have to pass a target of sounding the alarm. So I will just create another method here. So let me come above these things, and now let me create another method called play alarm. Okay, and under this I will pass here sound file. Okay, that means you will have to pass here sound file and it will be played. So I will use here play sound method of play sound module. So I will call play sound of play sound and I'll pass here our sound file. Okay, so now it is created, and now let me call this play alarm method. So I'll just go down here and I will pass the target as play alarm. Okay, and the target is now done, and now I will have to pass here the argument for this sound file. Okay, and I have here alarm.web file, so I will pass this thing as arguments. So I will pass here argument as alarm.web file. Okay, now it is passed as an argument. Now let me come down here and let me make it as a daemon. So we'll call here t.daemon and it will be true. And now let me start this thread. So I will call here t.start. Okay, so now our thread is now started. So let me come down here and I will here just show a message that you are falling asleep in all the consecutive frames if you are falling asleep. So now I will use here cv2.putText method. Okay, so I will call here putText method and pass here the frame and the message which will be shown, and I'm using a alert message here that you are feeling, sorry for the typo here, feeling asleep. Okay, and now message is done. Now let me pass the position of this text as 1010. Okay, and now let me come down below and let me pass the font. So I'll use cv2.font simplex. Okay, and now let me pass the size of this as 0.4 pixel, and now let me pass the color of that and I'll use 255 here, and now let me pass the depth of it and it will be 1. And now I want that if our counter will be greater than equal to 30, that means if it will pass 30 frames, then I want to shut down my computer or hibernate my computer. Okay, so I will pass a method here. So let me create a method here for shutting down my computer, and for that I will have to import another module and it is OS. Okay, and now I will make a method here and I will name it as shut down computer. Okay, and here it is, and now I will call here os.system, and under this I will pass the command as shut down /h. Okay, it is the command for hibernating our computer. I will provide the link in the description box of my blog, and there I will show you that how can we log out our computer or shut down our computer also. Okay, so we are just doing it for hibernating, so I will use here only hibernate system, and now I will call this method here. That means if it will be greater than 30 frames, then I want to shut down my computer. Okay, so I will call here this, and now what will be happened when our ear will be greater than mean aspect ratio? Then I will just make all the things as it is previous. So I will call else block here, and here I will initialize my counter again to 0, and also I will switch off my alarm, and so we will pass here false. Okay, and now let me come outside of this else block, and now I want to show the current aspect ratio on all the frames. Okay, so I will call this same thing here. Let me call this again, and I will paste it here. I will just remove this message from here, and I will write it as aspect ratio, and I will pass it for 2 point of float values. Okay, and let me format it with my aspect ratio. Okay, so now our aspect ratio will be now here, and now let me pass the position of this text, and I'm passing it 250 10. Okay, and all the things let me do it as same, and now I want to show our window, so I will use here I am show method of cv2, and here first we'll have to pass the window name, and I'm naming it as sleep detection system. Okay, sorry, system. And now let me pass here our frame, so I'll pass just the frame here. Okay, now it is now shown, and now we'll have to exit the loop, so we'll pass cv2 dot wait key, and if this will be equal to q button, so I'm passing here q button, and if it will be happened here, then I want to break the loop. So loop will be breaked, and now our program will be ended, and now we'll have to release our video capturing and also destroy all the windows. So we'll come outside of these things, and we'll call our video capture here, and we will release, and also we'll come down here and we'll call cv2 dot destroy all windows. Okay, so all the windows will be destroyed. Now come outside of this main method, and now let me call this. So we'll just pass here like this, and we'll run our program here. Okay, so all the things is now completed, and now let me run this, and I will switch off the recorder from my computer because it will be switched off after a moment. So I will just record from my mobile. So let me run this program from here and wait for the execution and the result. And guys, it is working fine. As you can see, it is detecting my eyes, and let me close my eyes, then it will sound the alarm. Okay, and now let me close for some more time, and it will switch off my computer. Okay, so I'm recording from my mobile here. And as you can see, it is showing out hibernating and now locking, and now it will hibernate my computer. Okay, so it's hibernated, and now let me open it again. So it's opening. Let's see, all our process are paused or closed. And as you can see that all the things are opened and not closed. So it's working fine. You can install it in your computer and enjoy the software. So I hope guys you have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you are new to this channel then hit on subscribe button, and if you have not pressed the bell icon then please press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications about new videos.